Here we go. What's happening, Cody?
What's up, Dave?
Not much. Just did a 30-minute run around the neighborhood. Pretty sweaty. Like 90-something degrees out.
Yeah, it's hot out.
But I figured it's good for me. I ran 4.1 miles.
There we go.
Yeah, it's good. Did some 5-minute intervals. Did a warm-up, then did 5-minute intervals with 1 minute jogging in between them, 3 of them. So I ran for 5 minutes at like 6:30 pace, something like that, 6:45 each time.
That's good.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
For those of you that like to run, there's no better time than now. And Cody writes some pretty good running workouts, endurance workouts every day. So I did not do one of those, but I did do something very similar to something Cody would write. So
True.
Get after it. They're good for you. Today is Wednesday, June 10th. It's beautiful outside. Still waiting for approval to open the gym again, but staying strong, keeping active. Just waiting. You patiently waiting, Cody?
Yeah. I'm ready to get back into the gym. Working out in my garage is a little too hot, and there's not a lot of room, and I can't do a lot of things.
Yeah, there's that. It'll also be nice to see everyone again.
Yeah, great. And whenever I go on a drive, it feels like a vacation.
A lot of the same faces these days.
That's about right.
But it's fun to see you guys all staying active and on the social media. So keep it up. It keeps me motivated and smiling and excited to see all of you. If you've been underneath a rock, you probably don't know all the crazy stuff that's going on, but I'm sure most of you have some idea. Please excuse the sunglasses. I don't know where my regular glasses are, and I can't see anything more than like a foot away from me without them. But in positive news, we held a Black Lives Matter fundraiser this past Sunday and had, I don't even know how many people on it, about 50 people working out with Coach Haley leading the way. And then we actually signed up close to 80 people. People signed up and donated $20 each to the cause. And we are going to get Apple to match 2-to-1 our donation with the help of CJ. So we raised almost $5,000 for a couple awesome charities called the Black Vision Collective and Campaign Zero, which Coach Haley helped us pick as 2 awesome charities that can use some support. So that was pretty exciting. Then we got a little bit of a bomb dropped on our laps where the founder of CrossFit had some very interesting things to say. And I don't know what else to say except for we don't prescribe to his opinion, and we absolutely cannot condone his thoughts and his use of language and his lack of awareness. And I don't know, the list is long. I was sad and disappointed and frustrated kind of all at once. And even though he resigned from his position and appointed a new CEO, he still owns 100% of CrossFit. And the guy that he put in his place, Dave Castro, is, I don't want to say not a good replacement, but he's very loyal to Greg. So I highly doubt that anything is really going to change at a fundamental level. And with that, my position of not supporting CrossFit and using the word CrossFit and keeping it in our name is one that I stand by, because we won't support people that are horrible. I don't really know what else to say except the only real leverage we have is our money, and so we're not going to send them anymore, and we're not going to promote their I guess word or brand by owning and operating an awesome gym and promoting an incredible community, and having that word tagged to it. So it's unfortunate. It's not what we wanted. It's not what we were looking forward to having to deal with. But we'll move on, and I've been incredibly encouraged by the positive feedback and support we've received from all of you, members and outsiders that have just been to Croga in the past, or maybe listening, and have enjoyed your time, or have enjoyed watching us evolve over time. And to be honest, I think that our paths over 7 years have deviated in mission, and in the way that we operate, and in our core values. So this may have been coming anyway, and we have talked about it in the past, branching off on our own and not using the word CrossFit as part of our business. So this is where we're at. We're at a fork in the road, and we're going to go down the path that leads to being better humans and being better people, and supporting positivity, and that's where we're going. So I hope you're all along for the ride and smiling in the process, and anyone that wants to be a part of that, you're always welcome, and we'll greet you with open arms and smiles and high fives, and we'll make this world a better place. Cool?
Sounds good.
Let's see. Let's move on. Birthdays. We have a awesome member whose birthday is today, Miss Jenny. It's part of the Croga Girl Gang. Works out every morning outside of our gym. I saw that they had a little party for her this morning. So happy birthday, Jenny. We also have a long list of 4-year anniversaries. You want to run through these, Cody?
Yeah, I got this. All right, 4-year anniversary with Croga. First one is me. I joined 4 years ago. Woo! We have Alexa, Francis, Ethan, Curtis, Greg, Richard, Susie, Coach Nick, Caitlin, Zilstra, Cliff, Gabby, Aaron West, and Courtney. That was a good amount of people there. Congratulations, guys. 4 years. That's a lot of years. And you guys are all doing great.
thank you guys for your support. We love you guys, and we can't wait to see you in person in the gym.
Yeah.
On that note, outside the box classes are still running on Zoom. We will not stop doing that, and we may continue doing that even after we are allowed to reopen the gym or conduct outdoor workouts. We're still waiting to hear what's going on, but we know that some people still won't be comfortable working out with groups. So we may run 1 or 2 Zoom classes a day, hopefully at least 1, so that we can record it and then publish it for those of you that want to do it at home or do it live online, if that makes you feel more safe. We're also hoping that the county allows us to run outdoor group classes soon. We're looking at a few different places. There's a school right around the corner from Croga called Blackford Elementary that I know is open. Like the gates are open. So we're thinking that might be a good option because it's right around the corner. There's also Schallenberger and Buxton Elementaries, which are both really close to my house, which is a mile from the gym. And they both have large areas that are covered by solar panels in their play yards, and the gates are open. So we will find a place to run classes live the second we're allowed to do that. And we will run them there until we get run out of town. And then we will run them somewhere else until we get run out of town. And then we will run them somewhere else. So do not worry. We cannot wait to see you all in person, and we will make it happen repeatedly until we can open the gym again. So stay tuned. Keep your ears open. If you hear anything and you don't hear from us, let us know. We're stronger together. And any information moving us in the right direction is information we need. Cool?
Yeah. Cool.
We had a handful of PRs this week.
Yes, we did. Let me get that up right there. All right. Here we go. Well, all of them are Karen PRs. So if you guys didn't do Karen's 150 wall balls for time. We have 4 people that PR'd their Karen times. CJ, Annie, Megan Pierce, and Steve all PR'd their Karen time, which is awesome. All of them were under 7 minutes. Just really good overall. Great job, guys.
Cody and I were talking about, what do you attribute these PRs to, Cody?
I think it seems like we've been doing a lot of body weight workouts or lightweight workouts that are high in reps, and I think that overall that has helped them get just such great times on Karen. Under 7 minutes is fantastic. Yeah,
there's been a lot of breathing that we've been doing. There's been a lot of high repetition, like high volume, low rest workouts that Cody has written. And that's basically what Karen is, right? It's full body. It's 150 reps, which is 150 squats and 150 presses in the wall ball. So we think that, you can't be for certain, but it's been a lot of stuff that's somewhat similar. And I think that's what drove this adaptation, which is awesome.
I also said I'd be more Karen PRs if everyone had a wall ball.
Yeah.
A lot of people had to do 150 thrusters for time, and that is definitely going to be harder for the most part. Might be a little quicker in terms of cycle time, but man, does it hurt a little bit more.
There's no rest in the middle because you're always holding the barbell.
Exactly. You never get to throw the barbell up in the air.
You should program it again right when we get back.
Yeah, that'd be good. Everybody can hit it again.
Everyone would love you for that.
Everyone, that's the first workout back. Not a barbell workout with Karen.
Let's see. Nutrition tip of the week. This actually popped up in the Croga nutrition group. We have a private group for our WAG members. And someone was asking, like, how do I log a sushi roll? Or how do I figure out, what to put in MyFitnessPal for it? And my response was the same for that as I respond to people for all kinds of things: burritos, pizza, sandwiches, whatever. If you're eating something that's made by someone else, and you can't find a meal in MyFitnessPal that you think is relatively close, can't find a sushi roll, right? What I usually do is I break the thing down into pieces in my brain, right? And then I estimate quantities, and then I plug them in. So for a sushi roll, based on the picture, I assumed there was approximately 1 ounce of rice, 1 ounce of crab, 1 ounce of salmon, and 1 ounce of avocado. I know there's some seaweed in there. I know there was a little sauce. There's probably so little calories in those things, I didn't really worry about them. If I was going to eat that sushi roll every single day for a month, then those things would add up and I would worry about them. If this is just a one-off thing, then you can kind of forget about those little tiny pieces. Or if you're really worried about them, put in a half a serving of mayo or something, right? You can do the same thing for a sandwich, right? 2 pieces of bread, 1 tablespoon of mayo, 3 ounces of turkey, 2 slices of cheese. What else is in there, right?
Yeah.
Lettuce and tomato, they're basically nothing. So if you're trying to figure it out, you can't find a turkey sandwich. Well, what was the turkey sandwich made out of? Log that stuff. It's pretty simple, right? You got something you like to do that, or you regularly do that with, Cody?
I mean, I do that with sandwiches. Other than that, nah, everything's pretty. Actually, I think I just do that naturally now that I think of it. Every single meal I kind of just made with with a bunch of different ingredients, whether it be like a sandwich or maybe even like a stir fry or anything like that. I kind of just make sure I know what I have before I throw it in. If I'm eating out doing that, I just estimate it. And since I don't eat out a ton, it's not going to make a huge difference, like you said. But usually I can just kind of look at it, and I usually will use my hand a lot of times to kind of get like an estimate of how much something is for a lot of say vegetables or meat or whatever. You can kind of guesstimate it.
Yeah, if you look up working against gravity, you might be able to just type in hand logging. There's you have pictures
measurements
that kind of help you using your thumb, hand, and your fist and all that jazz.
Yeah.
Programming notes. What do we got?
We have just kind of like a little note. Basically, we don't want anyone to be scared by the big workouts, right? We had a workout, that was yesterday, wasn't it? Yeah? Yesterday. Yeah. It was a total of 150 burpees and 300 air squats. And I know that it's scary when you look at something like that. And it was very scary for a lot of people because we didn't get a ton of people. But it is something that is going to be really good for you. And we can always scale the volume. Just like if you came to the gym and you say you couldn't do something, I mean, the coach is always there to scale whatever we need to make sure that you get a good workout and you're with the class doing basically the same, right? We want you to get a workout, and if something is intimidating for you, we can mess around with it a little bit and make it suited for you and for that day and how you're feeling or anything like that.
Yeah, so treat the Zoom workouts the same way you would treat a workout at the gym. Don't skip them. We will modify them or scale them or whatever we have to do for you online. And if you're doing it on video, like on delay, on record, just comment in the Facebook group or send me or Cody a text or a Facebook message or whatever, asking for how to scale it, and we'll get you an answer. Or the other coaches, if you're more comfortable with them. We can do the same job on the internet as we could do it in person with you in terms of scaling workouts and modifying workouts. It's hard for us to coach the movements when we can't see you in person, but we can even do some of that online if we're live. So, don't shy away just because the numbers don't look like something you want to do. If you want to get moving that day, just show up and we'll make it work. Cool?
Yeah. You're like, if things hurting, we can always change the movements so that, we're working around anything that might be, say, like slightly injured or bugging you.
Yep. Quote of the week and then member question. The quote of the week this week is, the impossible only becomes possible in the moment you believe it is. Perfect for what we just talked about in terms of large volume workouts, right? Oh, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people say, I can't do that many burpees. I can't do that weight. I can't blah, 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 blah. Well, yeah. The second you don't think you can, you will not do it.
Yeah.
There is no fucking way around it. Pardon my French, but you have to understand that getting your brain past I can't do that is the only way it's possible. So if you try and fail, well, maybe you were right, but if you're convinced that you can't, you never will.
Yeah, it happens a lot with lifting, like a certain amount of weight. There's usually like a weight for a lot of people for a certain lift, whether it be deadlift or clean or snatch, where they want to hit this number, but they don't think they can. And it just takes them forever. And you can tell they're strong enough, but like mentally, they just don't approach the bar with any kind of confidence. And then one day when they're not counting the weight, they like PR by like 10 pounds over the number that they really wanted or something. And then you tell them the weight, they're like, oh, I can do that.
Yeah.
So it is pretty like believing in yourself and mentally having that confidence, or at least being optimistic, is very important.
100%. All right. What's the member question this week?
Favorite milkshake. What is your favorite milkshake?
I'm going to go with Oreo cookie shake.
Oh, you took mine. That is mine too.
If I have to go with a plain flavor, though, I'm going vanilla.
Ooh, okay. Well, I would probably go chocolate if it was plain, but I'm going Oreo milkshake every single time. I get the
nothing better than just hitting that milkshake and getting a big chunk of cookie.
It is so good. Just it's the perfect milkshake for me. I can't, anything else just never compares.
Oh man, I think I'm gonna get one later. Where's the Jack in the
I
box?
get very rarely I'll get a milkshake, but when I do, it's almost 100% that one.
Isla is now obsessed with milkshakes. When we go to In-N-Out, when we go to In-N-Out and we're in line in the drive-thru, she's just screaming the whole time, "Strawberry milkshake!"
Oh.
All right. Well, speaking of Isla, I think the little girls are awake, so after nap time. So it's time for me to go. Good chatting with you, Cody, as usual.
Same.
We miss you all. Hopefully, we'll get some good news later this week or early next week, and we'll get it rocking.
Yeah.
All right. Later.
See ya.